I honestly believe that history will be kinder to me than the contemporary media or for that matter, the opposition parties in parliament.
Famous words from Dr. Manmohan Singh at the last major press interaction in 2014 before the general elections. The man who served as Prime Minister for 10 years had a huge impact on modern India. Born in Gah, now in Pakistan, Dr. Singh's family migrated to India during partition in 1947. After obtaining his doctorate in economics from Oxford, Dr. Singh first worked for the United Nations in the 1960s. In the 1970s, he began a long career in the bureaucracy, including as RBI Governor, Chief Economic Advisor and Vice Chairman of the Planning Commission. But his first big moment came during the economic crisis of 1991, when he served as the Finance Minister under Prime Minister Narasimha Rao. Dr. Singh carried out the most comprehensive reforms India has seen by opening up the economy through liberalisation. In 2004, the Congress emerged as the single largest party in a shock general election that saw the unexpected defeat of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. There was a clamour for Sonia Gandhi to take over as Prime Minister of a Congress-led coalition, but Mrs. Gandhi struggled with the decision for days. A week later, she surprised everyone when she announced that Dr. Manmohan Singh would be her choice for Prime Minister.
I'm very happy. I think our country will be safe in Dr. Manmohan Singh's hands.
And so the UPA was born, with coalition partners from the Congress as disparate as the DMK from Tamil Nadu to the CPI and the CPM, with whom the Prime Minister would share a rocky relationship. That coalition was first tested after the India-US nuclear deal of 2005. It was a landmark agreement made by Dr. Singh and then US President George W. Bush. India, which has faced international pressure to sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, or the NPT, after its nuclear tests in 1974 and 1998, was now on its way towards joining the global nuclear club.
Civilian nuclear energy has a greater role in meeting global energy demands.
His first term was also marked with the passage of key laws, like the Right to Information, Rural Health Mission and Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. But there was also whispers about who was really in charge. Sonia Gandhi had taken over head of the NAC, a body called the National Advisory Council, and critics said she was the one actually calling the shots. In his first term, diplomatic ties with the United States were strengthened, as were ties with Europe, Japan and Iran. Dr. Singh got on famously with George W. Bush and Barack Obama. He was well respected on the global stage. Ties with Pakistan also improved for some years. Back-channel talks almost paved the way for movement forward on Kashmir. The famous Manmohan Musharraf four-step formula, which would have made boundaries irrelevant and enabled more contact across the LOC. However, the 26/11 Mumbai attacks in 2008 completely changed the trajectory. The UPA came back with a bigger mandate, with Dr. Manmohan Singh advertised as the Congress's face for Prime Minister. India had given Dr. Singh a big thumbs up, but the second term was nothing like the first. Allegations surfaced of large-scale corruption in the Commonwealth Games, on coal block allocations and most famously, the 2G scam, which a court years later has upheld never happened. The appeals are pending. The opposition accused Dr. Singh of not speaking up, of being a mute spectator to rampant corruption.
और आज उन्हें इस गंभीर विषय पर प्रधानमंत्री सदन में आकर एक वक्तव्य करें।
The Nirbhaya gang rape of December 2012, the poor handling of the protests and the public anger was another low point for Dr. Singh's prime ministership.
My opinion on the ordinance is that it should be torn up and thrown away.
Dr. Singh may not have been the most eloquent prime minister, but he had his moments, like this parliament debate with Sushma Swaraj in 2013, where both invoked poetry to make the point. One of the most memorable exchanges on the floor of the House.
हमको है उनसे वफा की उम्मीद जो जानते नहीं वफा क्या
कुछ तो मजबूरियां रही होंगी, यूं ही कोई बेवफा नहीं होता.
After Narendra Modi's big win in 2014, Dr. Manmohan Singh played the role of the opposition's conscience keeper, cautioning the government on the economy, demonetization and other crucial issues.
Scheme of monetization, the way it has been implemented, will hurt agricultural growth in our country, will hurt small industry, will hurt all those people who are in the informal sectors of the economy.
As his health deteriorated, Dr. Singh was rarely seen in public. His last political appearance was during a no-trust vote in Rajya Sabha in 2023, when he was brought in on a wheelchair. Manmohan Singh was never a typical politician for a man who was often called an accidental prime minister. Dr. Singh was at the helm for 10 long years, a tenure that left a lasting impact.